Alright, so real quick, I'm going to teach you all about writing haikus. You probably have learned how to do it before in school, but if you haven't, I'll teach you how to do it. If you already have, maybe I'll show you a few new things you didn't already know. So, I'm sure most of you guys feel like you're always rushing from place to place in life, and what you need is always a moment for yourself to relax. So for me, writing has always been an outlet for me to wind down and relax. I've always liked to write. It's helped me through some tough times in my life. And right now I'm doing pretty well, but writing only improves upon that and helps me. So, let's talk about what a haiku actually is. The traditional Japanese haiku is structured like this. It's a 3-line poem. The first line has 5 syllables, the second line has 7, and the third line has 5. It's usually meant to describe something that you see really anywhere. They're a good way to express yourself creatively, and it's also a really big challenge to use this structure while trying to write. So it's really good for your brain to integrate the left and right sides of your brain. It's a healthy thing to do. So, real quick, I'm going to demonstrate how to actually write a haiku. So I think the first step in doing this is going out and find something that really inspires you. So for me, I like to go out in nature, but in particular on this day, it's a rainy afternoon, so I'm going to choose the rainy afternoon as my inspiration. So, like I said, it's a 3-line poem. The first 2 lines are going to describe what you're talking about, and the third line is going to wrap everything up. So in the beginning, we're not going to worry so much about the structure. We're just going to kind of put pen to paper and go for it. Okay, so let's do it. So the first line, I want to describe the rainy afternoon outside. Let's try something like cloudy, dreary afternoon. Okay, I think that might work. It's pretty descriptive of how it is outside today. And you can see here, cloudy, dreary afternoon kind of makes you feel a certain way, rather than me just saying it's sad and cloudy and dark and miserable outside. That's a little too obvious. You want to paint the picture in somebody else's head. So we'll go with this instead. As far as the second line, again, you want to create a visual for the person and stir up a feeling inside of them. So if I want to describe what it's like outside, I'll say maybe, I don't know, the clouds were gray and gloomy, which doesn't give you, obviously what's going on outside. It kind of creates that feeling inside you, like, all right, kind of sense how it is out there. And then we'll write a third line that shows the relationship between the first 2. So, although it's cloudy and dreary and rainy, I don't think it's that bad of a day. So I'm going to say not so bad at all. Not so bad at all. So, there we have like a little rough draft of our haiku. Now let's check it and revise. So our first line, cloudy, dreary afternoon. That's too many syllables. That's 7. So we need to bring it down to 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase that. I got to get it down to 5 syllables. So I'm thinking rainy afternoon. Simple, describes how it is outside and meets a syllable apart. Rainy afternoon. The second line, the clouds were gray and gloomy. So that's our 7 syllables, but it's a little dark and negative. So I want it to be a little more positive. So I'm thinking more maybe like flowers were green and grow. Okay. And then our third line, which ties together the first two, not so bad at all. And now it all, that's 5 syllables, meets the requirement. And I feel like it all kind of makes sense now. Rainy afternoon, which is, people might see like a negative kind of thing. Then the flowers were green and growing because of the rain. Say like, hey, all right, it's not so bad at all. So that's it. That's our finished haiku. So you can see we start by like just putting pen to paper, and then you revise and you get to the structure later. And there we have it. It's not the best haiku ever, but it's a decent one. So yeah, we see now that haikus can really bring out the beauty in anything, even the worst, situations. And any tips I have for you guys, maybe keep rewriting. If you want to write, keep rewriting until you reach your best, most polished piece. Look all over the place for inspiration. If you're going to do this, and everybody and anybody can do this, use it as a stress reliever, because I can attest to that. It really does work. And don't be afraid to try new ideas or perspectives. Choose anything out there. There's really no limits in the world of writing and poetry. Thanks, guys.